So, yeah, it's like 2 in the morning, man. And I'm in the bathtub because if I don't lay in the bathtub for a good 2 hours, I'm gonna be fucked up. I didn't drink enough water. I had to go get my thermos and fill it up. Probably can't see me. I didn't turn my light. I turned it down. It was just too bright for me tonight. It has a little dial on it. It's a little salt. It's a Himalayan salt rock. And it's got like a little light in it with a dial. You can adjust the light up and down. It was actually pretty cheap. But I use it because it purifies the air. It really does. In the bathroom. Like the salt and stuff, the humidity in the air, it takes the moisture out of the air. And you can see like the salt, it gets smaller and smaller. The salt falls off the side and stuff. It's pretty cool. You gotta clean it up every once in a while. But I like it because, one, I can see where I'm going at night in the bathroom. I ain't gotta turn on any lights, it's already on. So that's why I use it too. But oh shit. I was just gonna it really was just gonna relax. But I'm thinking, I got a lot on my mind, and the more I think about the battery system in the sailboat, I have a feeling I'm gonna have to build a lithium battery bank. And the reason why is it has a higher discharge rate. If you think about it, the same with electric cars, they're all running lithium batteries. And, so I gotta really look into that. But I'm probably gonna have both, I'm thinking about having three sets of batteries, a AGM battery, a marine battery, a battery bank, and then a lithium battery bank, and have all these battery banks like build separate, a couple boxes or wherever, wherever I gotta do, and wherever I can fit it, really, that's the key. And safely, because this stuff is dangerous. It's electricity, electricity and water don't mix. So I gotta figure all that out. And, you really don't, I don't know how much power my stuff is pulling, and I'm not, like right now, I've been conserving all my energy, so I got it down to $50 a month. That's really cheap. And that's not using my computers really much, I don't really use much power here. Most of that power too came from the heaters. If I wouldn't have used my plug-in heaters, my bill would have only been $25 for electricity this month. And that's amazing. And doing that in the boat, once I get all these battery banks and systems in place, I'm pretty be living for free in a sense once the boat pays itself off, and then I'm gonna have wind generators as well, I plan on putting a kilowatt, at least a 1 kilowatt wind turbine on top of the mast, or make something on the back of the boat or front, wherever I can put it, really. So every time it spins, it will charge the battery banks. Then I gotta be able to monitor all this stuff and see how much power I'm pulling from all my devices. So I gotta make sure I get a good multimeter, and I gotta check all that stuff when I set it all up. So I'm gonna be making videos on that stuff, when I build the stuff and the stuff, like the sources, and the places and the websites that I found, figuring out how to do all this stuff, because a lot of it I know, but a lot of it I don't. So, I'm going to be doing a lot of research when I get out there. That's why I got to hunker down this winter. I really do. I got to hunker down this winter. I got to get down there, find the boat, get the boat, and then I gotta find work first of all. When I get down there, and you guys, I'll be making videos on my little side hustles and stuff. Like when I go out, because every day is different. One day I end up with $100. I got to turn that $100 into 200. And legally. So I'll show you guys all that stuff. It's it's a process. All this stuff takes time. So everybody just be patient. Give me time. Especially when it comes to editing the videos and stuff. All that stuff, like that procedure stuff, like you see all those people build all those videos, when they show you how to do all that stuff. That stuff is hard to do, man. That stuff takes a lot of time and effort. It does. And it takes more than one person, too. It does. So, that's why I get frustrated when I see all these people, always, negative, you know what I mean? Like, oh, you could have done this better or did this better, That's why I don't watch this and watch that, because it's shit. People put their heart into stuff, man. And people will start judging and talking shit before they even know the whole story behind it. And most people that are talking don't have no experience in life in the first place. They have no business to be talking. So, if I ever run into those people, I'm just gonna end up bitch slapping them anyways. So, it's all good. I'll do the 90 days misdemeanor. They can press charges. I'll press charges back. Because I'm going to bitch slap them so hard, they're going to hit me back. I'll press charges too. I'm fucking stupid. I hate people, man. People are ignorant, I'm telling you. People are so ignorant. That's what they say in the hood. Ignorant. Can't even say ignorant. Ignorant. Stupid, man. Grab a fucking book. Grab a book. Learn how to read. Learn how to pronounce the word in English or Spanish or French or Asian. It's funny because if you read the languages, guess what? We all have the same fucking alphabet. Stupid, man. That's how you know we all came from one place. People are fucking dumb, man. Look at history. Look at it. Look at it, people. Read, understand, ask God. He will give it to you. He will. But enough preaching. I was kind of getting mad. I've been going through a lot, so yeah. But these long showers, the reason why I bought this house as well, the bathroom was perfect. It had a window that actually opened. And, I peeked out my neighbors too before I even moved in, and they were older, and that's what I wanted, I wanted them to be deaf and can't hear nothing, people that don't fucking say shit don't bother you, Or it's mostly black people. Black people don't fucking say shit. They don't bother you. They fucking stay to themselves in the hood. They do. Most of them do. Not all of them, but most of them do. That's why I moved into the hood, man. I'm safe. I feel safe here. Nobody, gets in my fucking business and shit, man. If I lived in some rich ass neighborhood, dude, they'd be fucking calling the police, fucking every 5 seconds because my fucking car has a fucking rust spot on it and I'm driving through the neighborhood. You know what I mean? Like, that's how white people are. Serious, that's how they are. White people are the worst. I'm telling you. White people are the worst people. They are. And history even says it. If you look at history, look at fucking Britain and America and all these other fucking Russia and, you know what I mean? Like, look at it. I'm not saying that other places aren't either. You know, look at Asians, you know? And they run a communist country, you know what I mean? Not to say capitalism isn't any better. You know, and it's funny because everybody's always like, well, nobody has the answer, blah, blah, blah. God has the answer. Ask God for it. People are that dumb. You know, I read a lot. And there's not many people that impress me. There's not. And there's only one person at their books that really impressed me. And it's funny, it's Russell Brand. Russell Brand's got it. He knows his shit, man. And he's been through a lot. And he's funny. And he's eccentric, you know, no homo, you know what I mean? Like, I have no crush on Russell Brand at all. Trust me, I'm not gay. I like females. I've slept with over 100 females, by the way. And I remember every single one of them in their face and how they taste. Trust me, I know. And I regret it because it makes me sick to my stomach that I can't remember all their names. And it's shitty because all of the reason why I don't remember their names or not around them is because of them. So that's their fault, not mine. Therefore, I like Russell Brand. I like reading his stuff. And if you ever get a chance, you know, check out his channel. You know, he's got a really good channel. You know, his topics. You know, he's always dropping 4 or 5 videos every couple days. You know, he's on it, and I like listening to him. And he has a lot of you know, world experience, world travel behind him. You know, and he's very spiritual. And you know, we might have different, you know, backgrounds and stuff, but I still I look up to dude because, you know, one. The documentary video he made on YouTube about Amy Winehouse was A1, by the way. If Russell Brand ever comes across my channel and hears this. But, yeah, dude. If you do, you're awesome. You're an awesome dude. I look up to you, man. I really do. The stuff you do and the videos you do and, you know, it's awesome, man. And even if you have slipped up, I don't give a fuck what people say, bro. I don't. You're my dog. You're my dog. And there's many people out there that, you know, their music and, you know, many things, you know. Then the reason why that I'm going to be touching topics on these people is because these people are putting their heart and soul into the work that they do. And if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't know the things that I know. I wouldn't have the knowledge that I have. I wouldn't, you know, I wouldn't be sharing these things with the people on the internet. So, therefore, I have to give these people credit. And that's what I'm going to do. So, that's why I'm making my rounds. Because I use a lot of people's music on Facebook to write my poetry and what I had to say, and people were listening, you know, people were listening to the music and listening, you know, reading my poetry and putting the two together to learn a lesson. And, you know, my following is getting bigger and bigger. And I have some goals. My nose is stuffy as fuck, dude. I can't breathe through it at all. It's because I'm dehydrated too. I filled up my thermos. I boiled some water and filled it up. I'm gonna try to get it down, and that's tough to do. It is. So I'm gonna get off the phone because I'm gonna turn on the hot water and I'm gonna get it steamy in here because now that I have the window open and I like the cold air to breathe when I'm in the hot water or when I'm overheating from the hot water because I sit in here so long. That's why I bought this bathroom with that window. Um, it's amazing. And it's getting cold now. It's probably been 40 minutes since I've had the shower running um, with the bathtub full. But I don't have a plug in it. I have those like little fucking play balls. So it slowly like, drains and just really, really slow. And yeah, I gotta turn that back on. I don't feel like messing up my phone or, yeah. Plus I'm tired. I'm gonna probably, I don't know, I try not to stay in here more than 2 hours, but sometimes it'll happen. I fall asleep, which is not safe or good. But I don't let the water go really high either. Um, like all the way up, I just let it go up to like my chest. So therefore, I'm laying on my back. I'm not really worrying about drowning. I'm 6 foot tall. Anyways, laying in the bathtub, I take up the whole fucking thing. So I have to like cross my legs when I lay down, or I gotta put my legs up. Which that's another thing. I have to stretch. That's also why I don't get really sore the next morning. And the only way that's possible is with hot water, um, without hurting yourself. Growing up, I've never been able to touch my toes ever. Even as a kid in the gym, like I was never able to touch my toes because how tall I was, and it hurts when you try to do that. You know, when I came home, uh, I started having like really a lot of medical problems, man, from just being overweight and from my body and just all the junk food and all that prison junk food too, for all those years. This shit's not good for you, man. All that salt. And I had nephrotic syndrome as a kid, which I had bad kidneys, so salt's not good for me. And I didn't have a choice to eat all that salt, You can't live just off of, state food for that long. It's not enough. And it's not the same, so, I try to avoid it, but I'd wake up a lot in prison, my eyes would be puffy because I had too much salt. So that's another reason why I stay healthy. People's bodies are actually really resilient. We're fragile as shit. We're fragile, but if we take care of our body, we're really resilient. We are. And that's another thing too. I'm going to be making, topics on and stuff for people that are addicted to drugs and stuff that are having problems getting off. I know how to get off that shit, man. I do. Done it many, 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 many times, over 100 times. Many more than that. And if anybody's on that shit and they say that, they're just making excuses, first of all. They're not working hard enough. Second of all, it's not the drug. It's the sin that's in you. It's the guilt that's in you. You're running from your past and running from yourself. You're using the drug as a crutch, and then you've become addicted to it. It's not that you're addicted to it that you can't get off of it. It's the fact that you're still running from yourself. So therefore, you need Jesus. So that's your first step. Um, Find Jesus. He's calling you. And you don't find him. So People still say that. I say that a lot because people say it. But you don't find him. So he finds you. But I'm gonna let you guys go. It's 20 minutes. It's probably 2:30 in the morning now. It was like 2:15, too tired when I started making the video. And I want to put on the hot water, like I said, so I will see y'all later tomorrow, possibly when I get up. Y'all have a good night. Peace out.